Hello everyone, welcome to English Speaking Series. Today, we share a long story, a true feeling story, a simple story, a story to help you speak better English and to help you stay strong. The title is Small Beginnings, Great Endings. Take a breath, relax your shoulders, open your heart, repeat after me. Small steps every day. Again, small steps every day. Good. Part 1, Small Beginnings. Our hero's name is Aryan. He is the son of poor farmers. His village is small. The houses are close. The fields are wide. The road is dusty. At dawn, birds sing. At night, stars shine like tiny lamps. Aryan is quiet. He listens more than he speaks. His father wakes early, ties his old scarf, and walks to the field. His mother packs a small lunch, bread, onions, and tea. Their life is simple, but their eyes hold hope. Aryan goes to a government school. The building needs paint. The benches are hard. The fan makes a tired sound. The teacher is kind, but has many children to teach. In English class, Aryan feels fear. The letters look like a puzzle. The words move fast. His tongue feels heavy. One day, the teacher asks him to read a paragraph. Aryan stands up. He tries. He stumbles. His cheeks burn. A few children laugh. The teacher calms them. But the sound of that laughter remains in his heart, like a stone. On the way home, he looks down. He thinks, maybe I am not made for English. That evening, his mother sits beside him. My son, she says, a river starts with a drop. A big tree starts with a seed. We are small, yes, but small is not weak. She teaches him one sentence. I can learn. She asks him to repeat. He repeats. She smiles. Aryan whispers to himself. Again and again, I can learn. From that day, he starts tiny habits. He opens his English book for only 5 minutes. Only 5. He reads one sentence. He writes one word. He says one line out loud. After 5 minutes, he closes the book and goes to help in the field. He waters the seeds. He carries a small bucket. He watches his father's hands dry, cracked but steady. At night, when the lantern is on, he practices again. My name is Aryan. I am learning English. I will not quit. He whispers. He repeats. He owns the words. The language does not belong to only big cities. It can live in a small village too. It can live in his mouth too. Weeks pass. Aryan still feels slow, but he is steady. He knows this truth. Speed is a habit. Steady is a choice. He chooses steady. One Saturday, a volunteer teacher, Sir Rahim, visits the school. He is old, gentle, and wise. He sees Aryan staying back after class, tracing letters with his finger. He says, Good, keep going. Do not fear mistakes. Mistakes are footmarks on the road to skill. Sir Rahim gives Aryan a plan. Every day, he says, do 3 things. 1. Learn one new word. 2. Speak one new sentence. 3. Do one brave act. Aryan writes it in his notebook. He places the notebook under his pillow. He wants the plan to touch his dreams. The first brave act is small. He answers a question in class. His voice shakes, but he answers. The second brave act. He greets the headmaster in English. Good morning, sir. The third brave act. He tells his father, in English, I will try again. His father does not understand the words, but he understands the courage. He smiles. Aryan still feels behind. He still feels small, but the seed is in the soil now. The soil is dark, but the seed is alive. The seed does not shout. The seed does not hurry. The seed does not give up. Practice with me. I am small today, but I will grow. I am slow today, but I will learn. I will take small steps every day. That is how his journey begins. Not with lightning, not with applause, just a quiet promise in a small room, under a small lamp, in a small village. Small beginnings, the best kind. Part to first dreams, first failures. Aryan's notebook becomes his friend. He writes simple, powerful lines. I can learn. Practice makes progress. One more try. He hears about a district-level English speech contest. The winner gets a small scholarship. The prize is not huge, but it could buy books, maybe even a used phone for study. Aryan dreams of standing on a stage, speaking a full minute without fear. He dreams of making his mother proud. He prepares a short speech. Small beginnings, great endings. He practices under a neem tree. He speaks to the cows. He speaks to the wind. He times himself with the sun's shadow. He stumbles, then repeats. He promises himself, I will stand there. I will finish. The contest day arrives. The hall is crowded. Students from many schools are present. Their uniforms are clean. Their confidence is loud. Iron's shirt is washed but old. His shoes are polished but cracked. He looks down at them and breathes. When his name is called, his legs feel heavy. The MIC is taller than him. He adjusts it. He looks at the crowd and forgets his first line. Blank silence grows. Someone coughs. Time stretches like rubber. His palms sweat. His throat tightens. The judge says, you can begin. Iron forces a smile. Finds a few words, but soon trips again. His voice shakes. Some students giggle. He finishes somehow. But it is not the speech he dreamed. He does not win. He is not even close. After the event, he walks outside and sits on a step. He feels the old stone of shame in his chest. Sir Rahim sits beside him quietly. After a minute, the teacher says only 7 words. This is not the end. Try again. Iron nods. He drinks water. He swallows his pride with the water. He thanks the judge. He thanks the organizer. He goes home, tired but not broken. That night, he tells his mother the truth. She listens. She does not blame. She serves hot tea and says, tea needs time to become strong. So do you. She places her hand on his head and says a prayer without words. He sleeps, but not deeply. The scene repeats in his dreams the blank moment on the stage. The next morning, he wakes early. He opens his notebook and writes, I failed, but I tried. I failed, but I learned. I failed, but I will return. Days pass. He studies grammar slowly. He learns the difference between is and are, has and have. He practices simple tenses. He records his voice on an old phone at the shop. The shopkeeper lets him use it sometimes. He hates the sound at first. He thinks he sounds weak. Then he starts to accept it. Then he starts to improve it little by little. A factory in the nearby town offers part-time work. Ian takes it in the evenings to help his family. He cleans floors, carries boxes, and learns to greet in English. Hello, sir. Good evening. Thank you. Small words, strong effect. One evening, there is an accident at the factory. A box falls and hits his shoulder. It hurts, but he keeps working. The supervisor notices his effort. He says, you have spirit. Keep studying. He writes a phone number on a piece of paper. Someone who teaches spoken English online. Ian does not have internet at home, but he can visit the town's library twice a week to watch lessons. He begins. The connection is slow. The video pauses, but information arrives, drop by drop. He learns to breathe before speaking. He learns to slow down. He learns this sentence. I am talking to help, not to impress. He returns to school each morning with a new calm. His classmates notice. He still makes mistakes, but he does not hide. He answers more. He reads more. He helps a friend learn the alphabet again. He smiles when others speak. He claps when others try. Then life tests him again. His father's health becomes shaky. Hospital visits are expensive. Ian works more hours. His study time becomes shorter. The old sadness returns to his chest like a monsoon cloud. One midnight, while sitting outside, he speaks to himself in English slowly. Hard days are not bad days. Hard days are training days. He repeats it 10 times. The sentence becomes a rope in the storm. He holds it. Practice with me. I failed, but I am not finished. I am learning. I am growing. Small steps every day. He does not know it yet, but these slow, stubborn days are preparing him for the next climb. Part 3 struggles, lessons, and more failures. The school announces final year board exams. English is a big part. Ian studies after work. Eyes burning, back aching. He drinks water. He stands up and reads out loud to stay awake. I will finish this page. I will finish this chapter. I will finish this dream. He joins a small group with Sir Rahim every Sunday. They call it the Small Steps Club. Rule 1. Speak for 1 minute without stopping. Rule 2. Encourage. Don't embarrass. Rule 3. 1 new word. 1 new sentence. 1 brave act every day. They meet under the school's biggest tree. The ground is rough. Their desire is smooth. Ian improves. He can now speak 1 minute, then 2. He learns connecting phrases. Firstly, secondly, in conclusion. He learns simple transitions. Because, however, therefore, he learns to slow his pace and emphasize keywords. Then exam day arrives. He writes with focus. He leaves the hall feeling okay, not great, but okay. Weeks later, results come. He barely passes in science and math. In English, he fails by 2 marks. 2 tiny marks. It feels like a knife made of paper, soft but cutting. His friends pass. Some celebrate. Ian sits on the steps again. The old, cold feeling returns. He thinks, maybe English is not for me. He thinks of his mother's hands, his father's cough, the bills. He thinks of leaving school. He walks to the fields at sunset. Sir Rahim finds him there. The old teacher stands beside him, both looking at the gold light on the leaves. You lost by 2 marks, Sir Rahim says. Yes, Ian answers. Then you were 2 steps away, the teacher says. Not 1,000 steps, only 2. Can you take 2 more steps? Ian's eyes fill. He nods. They decide to repeat the exam next term. In the meantime, Ian will volunteer to teach English to younger children for 1 hour every evening. Teaching will make his own learning stronger. He is scared, but he agrees. The first day of teaching is messy. The children are noisy. Ian stutters. He forgets a rule. A small boy laughs. Ian breathes. He remembers the club rules. Encourage, don't embarrass. He smiles and says, it's okay to laugh. We will learn together. The class continues. At the end, the children clap for him. The clap is small, but it is real. A few weeks later, Ian faces another failure. He applies for a youth scholarship in the city. He travels by bus for the interview. He wears a clean shirt. He waits in a long line. When his turn comes, he answers in English, but too slowly. The panel is kind. They smile and say, keep learning. Try next year. He thanks them and leaves. On the bus back, he watches the lights of the city pass like stars falling to the ground. He feels alone amid people. He takes out his notebook and writes, this is training. I am getting ready. I am 2 steps away. I will return. He returns to the village and doubles down on basics. He memorizes 100 useful verbs. He practices 12 powerful sentence frames. I want to. I need to. I decided to. I learned that. In the beginning. After that. Finally. He records daily 1-minute talks. My morning. My work. My dream. My failure. My plan. He keeps teaching the kids. In teaching, his voice gains warmth. In serving, his heart gains strength. Then something beautiful happens. The village clinic needs help with translation for a foreign volunteer doctor. Ian offers to help. He stands between 2 worlds, the doctor's English and the villager's language. He stumbles sometimes, but he tries. He repeats, clarifies, and smiles. He sees fear leave people's faces when they finally understand. His English is not fancy. It is helpful. That day, he learns a big lesson. Language is a bridge, not a mirror. It is for connecting, not for showing off. Practice with me. I will be useful. I will be brave. I will take 2 more steps. Ian is not a success story yet. He is a student of struggle. But the soil is now soft. The roots are spreading. The tree is preparing to break the ground. Part 4: Turning Points and Small Successes. The clinic experience gives Ian confidence. He starts a free evening circle at school. 5 minutes of speaking for each student. No judgment, only correction with kindness. He writes 3 reminders on a board. 1. Simple words are strong words. 2. Speak slowly. 3. Practice daily. He also starts posting 60-second videos online, using a borrowed phone once a week. Topic: 1 small step in English. The first video gets 8 views. The second gets 15. The third gets 10. No big crowds. But he keeps going. He speaks to the invisible listener with respect. You matter. Your future matters. He ends each video with the same line. Small steps every day. Months pass. His father's health improves little by little. Pills are still heavy, but the load is shared by family and friends. Ian saves small amounts from evening work. He buys a second-hand dictionary. He loves the feel of pages. He underlines words that feel like friends: hope, courage, begin, return, build. An opportunity arrives. A city call center is hiring juniors. They want people who can speak basic English steadily. Ian goes for the test. He does okay. They give him a trial week. He tries hard, but he speaks too softly and misses a few steps in the script. At the end of the week, they thank him and let him go. Another failure. He walks out, calm but hurting. He sits at a tea stall. He thinks, "What did I learn?" He writes, "Speak louder. Follow steps. Ask for feedback." He thanks the supervisor for the chance and requests one piece of advice. The supervisor says, "You have kindness. Keep that. Add volume and structure. You will do well." Ian returns to the village, not as a defeated boy, but as a builder with new plans. He changes his daily routine. 10 minutes voice training, reading aloud slowly, then louder. 10 minutes structure training, intro, 3 points summary. 10 minutes listening training, repeat what you hear, same rhythm. He applies these to everything: class, clinic, videos. Then a letter comes from the district education office. They are hosting a community story night. Local people can tell true stories about learning. Ian is invited by Sir Rahim to represent the school. He has to speak for 10 minutes. He feels fear. He feels excitement. He feels both like the birds in his chest. He prepares a simple structure. Beginning. Hello everyone. I started small. Middle. I failed many times. I learned small habits. End. I return stronger. I will keep going. He practices with children in the evening circle. He asks them to clap when he finishes each section. He asks them to smile if he forgets a word. They agree. The night arrives. The hall is modest. The MIC is old. The people are real. Ian walks to the stage. He remembers the contest years ago and the blank moment. He breathes. He smiles. He starts. Hello everyone. Welcome to English Speaking Series, My Village Edition. My name is Ian. I began with fear. I began with small steps. I failed. I tried again. I am still trying. He speaks slowly. He uses short sentences. He tells them about the clinic, the children, the videos, the call center, the failed exam, and the 2 missing marks. He looks at faces, not at walls. He feels connection. Halfway through, the MIC stops working. The sound dies. People look around. Ian feels the old panic rise, but he has changed. He lifts his voice and says, "It's okay. We are close. I will speak louder." The hall becomes quiet. He finishes without the MIC. When he ends with "small steps every day," the whole hall repeats it with him. He bows. The clap is long, not because he was perfect, but because he was honest. After the event, a local business owner, Miss Sana, walks up to him. "I liked your talk," she says. "I run a small company. We train interns. We need someone to help with basic English in our workshop and to translate in community events. It's part-time. Are you interested?" Ian's eyes shine. "Yes," he says. "Yes, I am interested." He starts the next week. The pay is modest, but the learning is rich. He designs a simple course: English for real life. First lesson, greetings. Second lesson, requests. Third lesson, telling your story. He uses his village examples. He tells his students, "Your accent is your map. It shows your journey. Don't hate it. Just make your words clear." 1 month later, the district office hosts a bigger event with visitors from the city, teachers, doctors, social workers, and students. Ian is asked to speak for 20 minutes about learning English in small communities. He prepares carefully. He adds stories from others, not only his own. He keeps it simple. Start small. Stay steady. Share your learning. He ends by inviting everyone to say one line together. Small beginnings, great endings. The hall echoes. A few people record it on their phones. One video gets shared, then shared again. Slowly, Ian's message begins to travel beyond his village. Part 5, Great Endings, shared forward. Time passes. Ian keeps the same habits. One new word, one new sentence, one brave act. He keeps teaching children in the evening. He keeps helping at the clinic. He keeps posting one small video every week. He keeps failing sometimes. He keeps returning always. A friend donates a used laptop. Miss Sarnar helps him apply for a small community grant. With that grant, and with local support, they open a tiny room called the Small Steps Learning Corner. It has a whiteboard, 10 chairs, a bookshelf, and a sign on the door. Enter with hope. Speak with courage. Leave with a plan. They run 3 sessions. Speak for 1 minute, practice speaking without stopping. Read together, take turns reading simple stories. Help our older students help younger ones. Story Friday, someone shares a personal story of trying, failing, learning. Ian invites his old teacher, Sir Rahim, to cut the ribbon. The old man smiles and says, "I am proud of your small beginning." Ian replies, "Sir, you taught me to begin." More people come. A mother who never studied learns to write her name. A shy boy reads his first paragraph. A nurse improves her English to talk to patients gently. A shopkeeper learns simple phrases for customers. Each small win is a candle. The room becomes brighter. One day, the education department reaches out. They want Ian to speak at a regional conference. There will be many teachers, principals, and community leaders. Ian prepares not to impress, but to serve. He decides to teach a part of his talk. He will show the audience how to build a 1-minute story and how to practice it. On the stage, he starts the way he always starts. Hello everyone, welcome to English Speaking Series. My name is Ian. I began small. I still begin small every day. He asks the crowd to repeat. Small steps every day. They repeat. The sound is warm. He shares his failures. He shares his 2 missing marks. He shares the call center week that ended with a kind goodbye. He shares the broken MIC and the louder voice. He shares the clinic, the children, and the learning corner. He shares the 3 rules. He shares the 3 daily actions. Then he teaches a 1-minute story structure, simple and strong. Sentence 1 start. Say your name and your beginning. Sentence 2 struggle. Say your challenge in 1 simple line. Sentence 3 step. Say 1 action you took. Sentence for lesson. Say 1 lesson you learned. Sentence 5 hope. Say what you will do next. He invites a volunteer to try. A teacher comes up, nervous. She speaks her first 1-minute story. The hall claps. Another volunteer comes. Another clap. The mood changes from watching to doing, from fear to trying. In the end, Ian says, "You do not need perfect English to change your life. You need patient English. You need honest English. You need useful English. You need small steps. If you add small steps to every day, days add up, and small beginnings led to great endings." He bows. The hall stands. It is not a movie. It is not magic. It is community. It is practice. Later, outside the hall, a young student stops him. "Sir, I failed my English paper," she says softly. "By 1 mark." Ian smiles with gentle eyes. "Then you are 1 step away," he says. "Let's take that step together." He teaches her the 5-sentence story. He asks her to return next week with 1 new word, 1 new sentence, and 1 brave act. She nods. The work continues. Back in the village, the learning corner is busy. Ian's mother sits in the doorway sometimes, sewing quietly. His father, stronger now, drops by in the evenings and listens as children practice. He does not understand every word, but he understands the music of effort. Ian stands in front of the class and says, "Repeat after me. I begin small. I begin again. I do not stop. Small beginnings, great endings." He writes a message on the board for all who come. "Do not waste your failure. Use it." He underlines it twice. "I started small. I failed many times. I learned small habits. I helped others while learning. I speak slowly. I speak clearly. I am patient with myself. I return after failure." Small beginnings, great endings. Friends, if this story helped you, do 3 things right now. 1. Speak for 1 minute about your own beginning. Record it. Don't aim for perfect, aim for honest. 2. Subscribe to this English speaking series for simple stories, daily practice lines, and small steps that build big strength. 3. Comment 1 sentence. Small steps every day. Tell us your 1 new word, 1 new sentence, and 1 brave act for tomorrow. If you felt inspired, like the video so more learners can find it. Share it with one person who needs hope today. Remember, you are not behind, you are becoming. Keep your heart steady. Keep your steps small. Keep your promise to yourself. Hello everyone. Welcome, always. Small beginnings, great endings. See you in the next story.